Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to yet another video. Today I want to do something a little bit different, and I want to, if you're following me on my on YouTube, you would have noticed that I have not posted any videos this past week. And as I'm recording this video, this is on a Sunday, and today is the day that I usually try and post my weekly check-ins, or I simply try and post a video. If not, I film. And I did film for week 2 check-in, but I was not able to post it, and I will explain in this video. Also, I want to talk about what is happening in the world right now, and I thought it would be insensitive to continue posting as if nothing is happening. And there's some people who are actually going through hard times more than others, and I didn't want to take their pain for granted and just continue posting as if nothing is happening. So I thought I'll do this video and talk to you a little bit about that and what my views are about the whole thing and what I think about the whole issue in general. So first, I want to talk about what is happening in the world, and I believe beyond doubt that humanity has a way of bouncing back, and it is important that we follow the directions, we follow the rules that our governments and people in charge are telling us to follow, like wash your hands, make sure you are avoiding a lot of social interactions if you can. And I think if we do this, we are going to come out strong. So it is important for you to follow what the government, what the people in charge are telling you to do. And truly, for the first like a week after it was announced that it is spreading, and that it was announced that coronavirus is actually deadly, or the moment that I realized that, the moment that it was actually announced that it was killing people and all that, I really didn't know firsthand exactly what they meant or what they were talking about, because I had not watched the news. I usually try not to watch sad news because I get very affected and I can even start crying. So what I do is I usually just avoid it and just talk to someone who can like water it down for me, or when they're talking about it, I actually don't have the images in my head of what exactly is happening. But for the stories that I've been hearing, it is pretty devastating. And so for the first week, I actually didn't realize how devastating it was until I went to town and saw how serious this whole thing is. So when I did go to town, every place that I was going into, they had some sort of sanitizer, and they would spray your hands and all that. And I realized that people are in some sort of panic, especially because it is still a bit fresh in our country. And for those who don't know, I'm actually Kenyan. I live in Kenya, and for me it was quite a shock, because I have never really seen such fear in my people, except when there was maybe some sort of war or unrest. And the only time that we actually had some sort of curfew was when we had unrest. So this time some people are actually doing some self-isolation, which is good if you can, but some people have to work. For example, I work in a job where I deal with a lot of customers, I interact with a lot of different people, and it's quite hard for me not to be around people. But certain measures have been put so that we can ensure that we are safe and nothing bad is going to happen, or we cannot be contaminated easily. But for me, it was quite a shock to see how much fear was with people, and I really freaked out because by the time I was coming home, I just got in my house, got in the bathroom, washed my hands, and then got some disinfectant, mixed it with some water, and started spraying all the metals, especially because we were told that the metals are the worst, because the virus actually survives longer on metal than any other surface. So because of that, I decided that I needed to take a break, because a lot of information was coming my way and I was getting anxious, and there was no nothing I was getting. There was nothing beneficial that I was getting from the anxiety. So what I did is I chose to block out any social media, any sort of interaction with the outside world, if I may say so, because like I said, something small, I have a very high level of empathy, and I would start crying for a total stranger. So I really didn't want it to affect my job, and so that is why I've not been posting. And I thought I would first do this video to explain myself why I have not been posting, and also why I have actually not been active on YouTube and all that. So I just want to take this time to actually encourage every single person who's watching this video. Just know that somehow we are going to bounce back. Just continue following the rules, the regulations that the people in charge are telling you to follow, because they know what they're talking about. Please just listen to them, follow them, wash your hands, clean them thoroughly. Make sure you're not touching things and touching your face, and then drink a lot of water, because actually I had some more information that if it happens to come in contact with their mouth, when you drink some water, keep sipping some water, when it goes to your stomach, actually the stomach acids will actually kill the bacteria. So I think there is hope, and I believe that there is hope, and I want to share that hope with you wherever you are. If you are at home, if you are working, if you are isolated by the government, or personal isolation, whatever the situation may be, just know that humanity will bounce back, and we have hope we should have hope with one another. Treat each other kindly. Please keep your distance if you can, and we will hope for the best. I am keeping every single one of you in my prayers, and I hope every single one of you is safe, and that your families are well. And if you're affected, just know that there is hope. There is hope that everything is going to be okay. I really thank you for taking the time to listen to me ramble in this little video of mine, and currently planning to film this afternoon for the following week, but I just really wanted to come here and explain why I have not been posting videos. So yes, I hope that explains my thoughts and my feelings about this whole scenario, as well as just posting. And I really hope you understand where I was, because I didn't want to seem insensitive, and I did not want to seem like I'm just pretending that nothing is happening, because that is not the case. A lot of people are going through so much pain. A lot of people are struggling because they're in a sort of panic, because they want to ensure that their families are safe. They want to ensure that they're safe themselves, and they are buying a lot of food and stocking it up. I'm saying don't be ready, but the Bible says do not be anxious about anything, but in everything through prayer and supplication, make your request known to God. So I thank the Kenyan government, because we were able to pray yesterday, and I believe in the power of prayer, and I believe that everything is going to work out, and humanity will bounce back, because every single thing happens for a reason, and whatever this reason may be, I'm sure we have learned from it, and going forward we are going to be more cautious about things like this and be more prepared. But all in all, this too shall pass. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.